So today we're going to deconstruct a really powerful piece of communication called the oppressor's defeat. We're going to look under the hood and see exactly how it's built, step by step, to guide someone from a single core belief all the way to a global call to action. And it all starts right here. Everything that follows in this document is built on this one single foundation. It kicks off with this specific verse from the book of Colossians, which isn't just an introduction, it's the theological anchor for the entire message.
So, to really get it, we're just going to follow the document's own structure. It starts with a core message of victory, then it grounds that message in Scripture, translates it into personal freedom, offers a formal prayer for conversion, and then it all leads to a specific call to join the organization's mission.
All right, so the journey begins with the core claim. This is the central idea that everything else hinges upon, a message of just absolute victory. The document defines the oppressor's defeat really clearly. It argues that the crucifixion and resurrection weren't just some private spiritual events. No, they were a public spectacle where the powers of darkness were openly disarmed. So the crucial point here is that this victory is presented as a completed, verifiable, public fact.
Now, to give this message of victory its authority, the document anchors it directly into the biblical text of Colossians 2:15. This is how a concept starts to become doctrine.
The argument is really built by pulling out three key phrases from the verse. Spoiled is interpreted as disarming them, taking away their power. Made a show of them openly really emphasizes the public nature of the defeat, to remove any doubt. And triumphing signifies a complete and final victory, kind of like a Roman general's victory parade.
And from here, the document makes a really critical shift. It moves from this big theological idea to direct, personal instructions for the reader. The message is pretty clear. It's not enough to just believe it. You have to live it. And this is where the practical application comes in. The reader is given 4 clear, actionable steps. You see how the message pivots from just passive understanding to active participation? You're told to reflect, think, walk, and live in this new reality. To help with this transition, the document actually provides a pre-written prayer. And this specific line, it just perfectly captures the goal, doesn't it? To turn this abstract belief in victory into a lived daily reality. It's basically a tool for internalization. The next section takes this one step further. Now it moves from reinforcing belief for people who are already on board to providing a formal, structured path for someone to convert. This is what it calls the prayer of salvation. And notice the structure here. This isn't just a prayer. It's a 6-step process, a clear formula for conversion. Each line is a distinct action. Acknowledge, believe, confess, ask, become, and follow. And each one is backed by a specific biblical reference, creating this really guided, authoritative path. And the guidance doesn't just stop once the prayer is said. The new convert is immediately congratulated and offered a free ebook. This is a classic engagement strategy, right? You provide an immediate next step to keep the person connected and learning within this new framework. This brings us to the final part of the funnel. Here, the focus widens out from an individual's personal faith to the organization's collective mission. And the scale of that mission is massive. The document introduces Operation 500 Million Souls for Christ. Putting a number this big front and center immediately frames the mission as both urgent and epic in scope. It's basically inviting you to be part of something huge. So, how can someone join? Well, the document lays out 3 very specific roles with clear titles. You can be a prayer partner, a volunteer missionary, or a kingdom investor. This takes a vague desire to help and turns it into concrete, actionable options. To support this mission, the organization has built a pretty extensive digital community. And this isn't just about one-way broadcasting. It's about creating a whole interconnected online ecosystem that's designed for engagement and, for retention. For instance, just look at how they leverage a single platform like WhatsApp. They've created different groups for different needs. One is for active collective prayer at a very specific time, while the other is for more passively receiving daily messages. This shows a pretty sophisticated understanding of how to cater to different levels of engagement. And their network extends far beyond just one app. By providing links to Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, they're running a full multi-platform strategy. This makes sure they can reach different demographics and connect with people on the platforms they're already using every single day. This table is such a powerful visual. It's a summary of their global reach. By listing specific coordinated prayer times for countries from Nigeria to the USA to India, it transforms the mission from an abstract goal into a tangible, highly organized international effort that's happening around the clock.
So as we've seen, this whole document is meticulously structured. It takes the reader on this deliberate journey from a single verse of scripture all the way to a global, multi-platform mission, which kind of leaves us with a final thought. How does this deliberate structure, this funnel from a broad idea to a very specific action, influence a message's power to persuade and mobilize?
Good day, beloved. Thank you for watching. If this kingdom message has blessed you, please like, comment, and share with someone today. Stay connected with God's servant David Felix Nwefulu by subscribing for more daily kingdom inspirations and turn on your notification button so you do not miss a word that strengthens your faith. God bless you.